Today we have here with us Mokita, Jean-Luc, which is an incredible name. We were mentioning it.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, my dad's a pastor, so it's biblical. It comes from the Bible. But people growing up thought it was Star Trek because of like Jean-Luc Picard. So all my friends thought it was like a Star Trek thing. It's not, but I mean, thankfully it's not.
You have amazing collabs like Ella Voss, Brie Kennedy.
Yes, I love Ella and Brie. Yeah, I feel like I just get lucky with people that say yes to singing on stuff. So
Nice. It's great. One of your artists' playlists on Spotify is filled with very eclectic, emotional musicians. Who did you grow up listening to? Did you always want to present your own music in such an emotional way?
I think the first stuff that I really got into was, so I grew up like in the church. My dad was a pastor, so I grew up to listen to a lot of like gospel music and that type of Kirk Franklin, that type of world of music. So then I fell really in love with like harmony, because they do a lot of like big 3-part harmonies and like choir stuff. So I got really in love with that. And then post that stuff I got, which is hilarious, I went from that to like post-hardcore, like pop punk, like world.
Yes.
So I fell in love with all that.
Yeah, because you have the Ready Set on some of your songs.
Yeah.
You have Stand Atlantic on a new one, which, oh my gosh, we found recently, and they are so good.
Yeah, I had Mike Kinsella, who played in a band called American Football that played guitar.
She loves American football.
I throw in these like little claps because it's like little mementos to all the stuff I grew up listening to.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then from there I kind of got into like singer-songwriter stuff, like John Mayer and like that world. So I've really listened to everything, and I think emotionally I always fell in love with melody first, and then when I went to Nashville I got more into lyric. So I think I've always loved emotional melodies. And then it took moving to Nashville trying to figure out how to write the songs around the melodies I liked.
You're very open with your mental health. Do you find being vulnerable and honest helps you on your journey?
Absolutely. I think like voicing things is really important.
Yes.
I think it's easy when you're thinking about something to just overthink it, and it feels so big in your own head. Sometimes when you say it, it kind of, not that it minimalizes it, but it just kind of makes it more normal, to where it's like, that's like a normal feeling to have.
It's very interesting as a listener. It's so nice. We talk about this on our podcast, how you like artists write the songs for us to feel vulnerable, which is interesting because you write it and you're vulnerable and you're putting that into the song, but it's so helpful for other people too.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I feel like when I write songs like that, I try to be careful because I want to do it justice to like how I feel. So like I feel like I put a lot of time into making sure that what I'm reading, when I read the lyrics, that's like how I feel. Because it's easy to just like write something that you're like, that's probably true.
Yeah.
But I like to write it from like, do I actually feel this way?
Totally.
Just because I know if I feel this way, somebody else does. So.
Yes. So this is the deep dive we were talking about. We deep dived into your Insta and we found the cover song that you did of Bonnie Raitt's "I Can't Make You Love Me."
Oh, nice.
Can we just talk about how amazing this song is?
It's one of the best songs ever.
Oh yeah, that's like top 5.
Because we don't ever really see people cover that song or talk about it, but it's such a good song.
I fell in love with that song. I think the Bonnie Raitt cover was the first one.
Oh yes, that is an amazing cover.
That's the first time I like really heard the song, and I was like, man, what a great song. And then I went back to the original. So I think that cover is a little old. It's older. I don't remember how old I was, but
definitely like 2012, I would guess.
I wasn't super familiar with Bonnie Raitt. I mean, I knew the name, but anyways. So then I did deep dive and fell in love with a bunch of 80s songs.
Yeah,
but yeah,
good
that's
choice.
One of my favorite songs of all time.
That's when you just belt in your car.
Absolutely.
yeah, you're just like crying.
You feel that.
Yeah, totally. Speaking of feeling a song, you first came up on my radar because I'm a big, I don't know, like house music. So Rehab.
Oh yeah.
So your song, All
Stuff.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That song is so emotional. And like the electronic version, didn't cut to the core, but then you did the acoustic version.
The acoustic version really gets down to it.
And it's just such an emotional and beautiful song.
Oh,
what led you to write that? And like singing on tour, is it hard to sing or?
I'm not singing that one on this tour.
Okay.
But I think that was too just because it was like a collab thing.
Yes.
Some of the collabs ones I don't sing on tour. And unless I'm like in a town and they want to sing it, which is always dope.
Yeah.
But that one, you know what's funny about that one? We kind of wrote that one. I wrote that one in LA with some friends. And it was more stripped down. It was not like, it was going to be like more electronic song. And I feel like like that one kind of was like with some friends. We were just hanging out and wrote the song.
Your last compilation of songs was released in 2019. Are we going to be getting an EP or an album?
Yeah, there's an album in the works. It's almost done.
Oh, yay.
It's a handful of songs. I'm really pumped. They'll start coming out over the next couple of months. Some singles coming out. And then, like,
is this collab one going to be on that?
Yeah, it's going to be a part
Heard
of
it here.
You heard it here first.
With our mini buddies.
Breaking news. Everyone's freaking out.
And then you did a collab with Slenderbodies. Is that what brought you guys together on a tour?
That is. We did a song and we've been playing it on tour. So
nice. So you guys come out?
I'll come out.
Woo!
No, it's fun. It's been a blast.
That's so fun. All right. Well, thank you so much.